Welcome to Healthy Bites, where we teach you about living well one bite at a time. Have you thought about running a 5K or adding running to your workout routine? Are you not quite sure how to get started? Well, today we've got a special guest with us. We've got Coach Judy Wilson, who's the head cross-country coach at Daytona State College, and she's here to share some helpful tips so that you can get off the couch and start running. So she actually helped me train for a few races, and considering I only have fins, I think she did a great job.
You didn't flounder around.
Coach,
So,
how do I get started running?
well, the first thing, besides getting a physical and getting checked out by your doctor, just make sure that everything's good to go. The very first thing I tell people to do is to maybe kind of do a little self-assessment on whether or not they need to do some low-impact exercise before they even actually start running, because running is such a high-impact exercise. So if you struggle with weight and you're trying to do this to lose weight, it might be a good idea to do some low-impact exercise first.
So what do you mean by low impact?
Low impact, swimming, maybe cycling, get on a stationary bike. My preferred form of exercise for pretty much no impact is rowing. If you get on a rowing machine, it uses 70% of your large muscle groups, very cardiovascular, works on the core and the legs, which is not what people think. They think it's all arms or fins, and it's not. It's core and legs, but you really kind of have to learn how to do it properly.
Okay, so I do that, I drop the weight, now what?
Now, I would find a group of people that you could start with.
Find my own
Find
school
your
of
own
fish.
school. Find your school. Find some people that are a little more knowledgeable or have had some experience, and get with them, because that's a huge, it's a powerfully motivating thing, to meet people. You get somebody that says, "Hey, where's Susie at today?" And it just adds camaraderie to the whole thing, because running can be a very isolated sport.
Okay, so I've dropped some weight. I have found some friends who are not going to swim away from me in terror. What else?
Yeah. The next thing is to just move slowly, progress slowly. So a lot of people say, "Okay, I'm going to start running," and I've had this all the time. People show me, they say, "Hey, I'm going to start a Couch to 5K program." So what they do is they look in a magazine and they find the Couch to 5K program, and that program's been written for 55,000 people. It's not been written for you. And so what they'll do is they'll get the Couch to 5K and they're following it, and then all of a sudden something goes wrong, or they start hurting, and now they can't jump onto week 8 now. So it's really moving progressively. I would tell people to run every other day. Don't try to run every day when you start. Try to run every other day. It gives your body a chance to rest on those off days.
Okay, so you're telling me I'm not going to be running Boston. By next year.
Maybe 2 years.
Okay.
You might have to, you might have to get some legs. The thing about jumping into a marathon is, I would suggest to people that run a 5K first, run a half marathon, and then take on the marathon. The marathon is such a different beast. It's a long time out there. I would try to get some people to run 5Ks first, and then finish half marathons, and do a few of those first before you take on that marathon.
Excellent. So you told us some things we can do, but with your experience as a running coach, what are some things we should try and avoid?
The first mistake that I see people make is they don't go get a good pair of shoes. They put on, Keds or Skechers that they got, at one of the typical department stores or something. But I would, this is really the only piece of gear that you need to run it. You don't need a $300 Garmin. I don't even have a $300 Garmin, but that's because I've run for so long. I kind of know what kind of pace I'm running. But you can buy tons of different kinds of things for running, but really this is it. So if you have, if you're going to start running, I would invest $85, $90 into a good pair of shoes. And then the other mistake I see people make is they go out and they try to run every day right away. And it's just their body cannot handle it. So, and then the last thing is they just don't hydrate.
I mean, that's not a problem for me.
Right. Well, salt water.
Ooh.
Yeah. So hydrating, and even if you're inside all day, if you work all day and you are meeting this run group or something at 6 o'clock, you still have to hydrate. You still have to be hydrated. I think there's a statistic that 75% of people are chronically dehydrated all day.
So I really shouldn't be chugging Red Bulls all day to go run?
Yeah, no, Red Bull, no.
But it gives you wings.
I'm sure it probably does. I've actually never had a Red Bull, but you know, even coffee. I mean, a lot of coffee. Diet Coke. I mean, if I was gonna, you know, and the people that I coach, you know, with the kids and stuff, we try to avoid sodas. Just water. You know, maybe a little bit of Gatorade, and to be actually something like a diluted Gatorade is actually the best because it doesn't. You don't get as much sugar. So that way, get some little electrolytes and you is good.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You know, I feel like I could get out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're almost ready.
The whole
I think you're almost ready.
barrier, but I think I could go get some running in. All of those tips are great. So thanks, Coach Judy, for coming out and sharing with us today. You know, I wish I had those legs so I could get out and start running more. So we're going to attach some more of our tips and tricks with the video. We hope you try them out so you can attack the day in a healthy way.